Good morning, boss, and welcome to another morning update. Right, guys, I'm going to try making this one not that long, hopefully. Okay, now a lot of reviewing of the assets and everything else has gone through, and that, boss, do not delete the old one. If you're going to be making a show, use the old one we have for now, the proper one. This one here still needs a lot of work, but my biggest concern right now is if you're going to use it, we can't actually use it because what happens is this. Your host talent is actually going through a widget over here, which is actually a blueprinted widget, and that uses a translucent material. Now, the problem with that is there is a glitch in Unreal, and the glitch is that it overexposes the image. So, for example, if I push play here and we see that, we will see that, right, well, there's nothing playing right now, so let's just open up the menu and go to host settings, and right, so we go to host settings, and let's just put you inside there. Right, now you'll see here, the image that is coming on the small little image, which I love the way he's done this part here, that is the footage on a material. As soon as it goes through a widget, and the widget actually hosts the material through a transparent kind of a material that it's specifically made to actually texture whatever to host this, it overexposes the image, making it very bright, and that is very difficult to work with, or even to make it look even faintly cool anymore. You're just going to look like a spotlight stuck right in your, you know what I mean? So yeah, let's use the old set until we got the whole menu sorted out. For now, functionality, I mean, the show production will be exactly the same, the camera angles and everything else. So yeah, but now going back to the menu side, of course. Right, so that's the first part. That has to be fixed. The other part that I did notice is, of course, is integers over here. Now what happens as soon as you move this, it goes into the 0.242929. That's a great number, but we don't need that whatsoever. You know, this could go to 0.24 to 2 decimal points or whatever, and then that would just be great. What happens here is if I do now, you know, the reason why I don't like it is because as soon as you change another one, guess what's just happened? The other number got big, and then it goes to auto scaling, which you got two huge colossal numbers here. You can't move the sliders anymore because you can't actually fit them. Not usable. No, let's get it to decimal points and of course get that thing to be a lot more stable. The functionality is beautiful. I mean, the way it's working on you is very, very nice. Adding some colors to it here as well would be great as well, to be able to make it brighter, darker, and of course change some color tone, saturation, that kind of thing would be amazing. Not a train smash, not needed, but yeah, definitely would like to have that there. Right, next one quickly. Hosting footage, the hosting footage and everything else. No, we just did that one there. Okay, now the main menus over here, the auxiliary part here. I don't like the way this has been configured out completely whatsoever. You got the auxiliaries, which is allocated to each one of the screens. Okay, that's a good idea. And then of course we've got the other one, which is the media player. The media player is the files allocated to every media player. Then you allocate that on media player to an auxiliary. Yeah. Okay, it gives you some kind of control, but again, no, it's just far too. It's like too many loops, and the reason why you'd need to do this in a production show is there is no reason to do this. Right, so it's been done because it's been routed. Well, I'm not too sure. So definitely want to make that a lot more simple once again, and of course I want them to go straight to the main screens. Basically, all we need here is following the main screens to have the main screen titles here. So each one have its own title, and of course next door to it, it can have the um, the media file which is actually playing on that specific screen, and next door to it, it can have the. So imagine three columns here. The first one having that. The screen name, the second one would have the whatever you call it, the what's actually playing on it, and the third screen would actually have what's on your hard drive. So then you could just select screen 1, I'd like to play this file here. Screen 2, I'd like to play that file there. Screen 3, I'd like to play that file there. Wham bam, finish it. You know, kind of very simple, intuitive. You know exactly what's playing on exactly which screen, and that kind of thing. Now, the reason why I don't think the gent did it that way is, of course, because we've got the media players here, and of course, you've got to allocate the media player for each one. So I think they just thought, you know, I'd use a clever way of actually just auto-configuring everything and just use it with the 4 media players. So you have to create a media player for each one of these menus. Once again, not a big deal. I know how to do that. I'd create it myself, but I'd prefer if the coders do it. So I'm going to make that part of the job description. I could just do it myself, but either that's not what it's about. So yeah, they got to add those there. Right. Now we're going back to the other part, which is that was the media player. Right. Okay. Bottom thirds are looking great. I broke it a little bit here because I've actually made us a new bottom third, so I've replaced it. So you got a text here. A display image doesn't work anyway. So over here again, not very cool, because straight away when I look at this, I go here and I change the text, which is great. But now here's the problem. You gotta, as soon as I push one, it actually took the text away. you know. So what you actually want to do here now is click on one first, then type in the text. Again, not a big deal, it works, but it's just the way of actually doing it that you know, people will, you know, it just doesn't feel natural. So anyway, so that's cool. It does work. So I apply the text here, and you've got that there, and that does work. So we just say hello, right, and then you just apply that. So okay, that does work now, and of course we go back. Right, intro. We do need an intro in there, of course. You know, definitely need an outro. Options, not doing much. We don't even need that. Well, maybe you do, but not really. But we could keep it there for now, just for fun. Okay, so basically that's the kind of thing that's my thoughts on what we've got right now. Definitely getting there, definitely functionality, but all those things need to be figured out. Now, taking a look, what else we've done quickly is as soon as you push play here, for example, and right, whatever, we got the new bottom thirds, which look like that. So kind of use the same coloring, well, similar theme coloring to the set and everything else, you know, and that kind of thing. Why they're not animated? Well, again, to animate it would be kind of confusing to actually import. You know, my first primary idea was to actually make them in. They've actually, we did use Max for that anyway. So here's Mac. You know, I wanted to bring each object in like this and animate it and that kind of thing. But then again, they would complicate the thing so much. We've got so much more to do that for now they work just great the way they are with just the image overlay. You know, it's just basically that thing overlaid or image, whatever, overlaying over there. I mean, we still got to finish some other stuff was. So, right, biggest problem now is functionality. We've got to get this thing in a way that we can actually pump it out. So, yes, that's all my thoughts about exactly what's happening here. Love it, love where it's going. Needs a lot of work still. Right, and of course, I'm going to send the file. Gabriel's got the files. Gabriel, if you've watched this, check it out. Check out the code as well. Let me know. Can you handle it? Can you hit some of it? Can you get what we need out there sorted out in there as well? You know what I mean? Take a look at it. At the same time, sending you the as soon as I've uploaded this one over here, I'm sending you the Unity package because I saw you wanted to use the Unity package. So and I saw you trying, you know, you want to work on the Unity stuff. So let's throw that one out there at you as well and see what, you know, how you feel about that. And then, yeah, give me a call later so we can actually chat about it as well and do some brainstorming on the Unity one as well with the Unreal one and all that stuff. Right, as always, boss, have an epic day. Right, I think this has gone too long. I think I'm talking too far. Have an epic day. Thanks for everything. Gents, over and out.